Hello everyone! Have you ever watched a movie called Code of Silence? Which was released in 1985. This movie sets in Chicago, tells about an honor-driven Sergeant Eddie Cusack and his team stake out a drug exchange involving notorious Latino drug seizure. Cusack is caught off guard, however, when rival, Italian mafia kingpin and his disguised crew show up, unleash a torrent of gunfire on Latino's crew, and make off with both cash and cocaine. Now Cusack must fight both gangs and corruption in his own department, in order to stop the drug war. Now, in this video you'll see how have the actors of the movie Code of Silence changed. You'll know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked in 1985, and what's with them now in 2022. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Here we go. Spider is an informant for Chicago Police Department to help police bust Latino cocaine dealer. He is well acquainted with the circumstances of the Comacho gang. Spider often wears a beret cap with many pins. Nevertheless, he's shot to death during a drug deal by Tony Luna and his men. Played by Wilbur Bradley. Doc is a drug buyer, friend of Spider. Always looking at his watch, anxious to wait for Spider that doesn't appear soon. Look neat and elegant by wearing a brown suit. He bought drugs from Victor, who was later killed during the attack on Tony Luna and his men, played by Ronnie Baron. Dorato is the first partner of Eddie Cusack before his leg being shot by Luna's member. He drives a dump truck while on undercover duty to bust Latin drug dealers, Comacho gang. After being shot, he was deactivated from police field duty. Played by Dennis Farina. In the real life he was a former police officer. He died on July 22, 2013, in a Scottsdale, Arizona hospital, from a pulmonary embolism.
What do you think? Come on. Thanks a lot, Sarge. You're a real prince.
Detective Brennan in the first appearance is with Detective Music, waiting in the car as lookouts. Brennan is a police officer who circulated the petition in defense of Craigie. He is a loyal friend, and finally realized who was wrong and who was right. Played by Ron Dean. Nick Copalas is a young and rookie detective. He was partnered with Craigie when he saw Craigie accidentally shoots a Latin boy to death, but he hesitates to testify that Craigie killed the kid. After being backed up by Cusack, he finally dared to dismantle the veil of truth. The role was performed by Joe Gazzaldo. Victor is the younger brother of Luis Comacho and prominent cartel member. At the first screen he is dealing drugs with a police informant, Cusack's men, then shot in the arm by members of the Italian mafia. The role was performed by Ron Enriquez. Pirelli is a Cusack's more than best friend. He had fatherly character when receiving an orphaned girl, a gangster's daughter, in his house. He was repairing his phone when he was finally killed by the Comacho gang. The role was performed by Alan Hamilton. Craigie is a tired veteran cop who accidentally shot and killed a Latino kid while chasing some mobsters through a tenement. He has a lot of influence in the police station, so he can get his friends to make a petition against his investigation. He was portrayed by Ralph Foodie. Unfortunately, he passed away in 1999 because of cancer. Felix Scales is a wrinkled, wise, old, mafia godfather, who sits on his yacht in Burnham Harbor and counsels against a mob war, to no avail. In the past, he was a slick person and always managed to escape from police charges. He was portrayed by Nathan Davis. Davis died from emphysema and complications of pneumonia in Chicago at age 91.
He don't know won't hurt him.
Tony Luna is an Italian mafia chieftain and a father of young and beautiful daughter, Diana. He is a man who has a bad temper and is not responsible for his family's life, making trouble with the Latino gang that nearly killed his entire family. He wishes his wife happy birthday while hurrying out the door to do some troubles. Played by Mike Genovese.
While simultaneously
The perfect cop. Damn thing follows orders.
Commander Cates is a chief of Chicago Police Department. He is a strict man, but sometimes hesitates to decide whether his men need to be investigated for their wrongdoing. Cates was portrayed by Burt Remsen. He died in his sleep at age 74 in 1999.
Of a Colombian necktie. The sun comes up.
Luis Camacho is a leader of a vicious Latinos drug gang, known as the Camachos. Hard to control his temper, especially when he met Cusick at mortuary to see the bodies of his men. Always threaten his enemies by giving a Colombian necktie to scare them. The role was performed by Henry Silva. Eddie Cusick is a veteran Chicago vice cop. Bearded, dressed in jeans for undercover street duty, and driving a battered old beater. He's a straight arrow, an honest cop that his partners call a one-man army. As the film opens, he's setting up a drug bust, but an Italian gang beats him to it, stealing the money and the drugs and leaving a room full of dead Latino gangsters. He was portrayed by Chuck Norris. Diana is a beautiful artist and a mafia princess. However, she doesn't want to have anything to do with her dad's criminal empire, which is what saves her from the massacre that wipes out the rest of her family. When Camacho's gang tries to abduct, in order to lure her father from hiding, she was the only one from Luna's family member who survived the attack of the Camacho's gang. The role was performed by Molly Hagan.